Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at a game called The Hunter, Call of the Wild. So yeah, I picked this game up during the Steam sale because it was just oh so cheap, and I have kind of fallen in love with it. It's so unbelievably chill. Like, there are exciting moments, but for the most part it's super chill. See, what time is it? It is 18:26 in game, which is late. Let's see. So the premise of The Hunter, Call of the Wild, is go to these like wildlife reserves, and you've got to, cull the flock a little bit. You've got a handful of different critters that you can take out. That each you have to track down individually. This is the brand new map that just came out a couple of days ago. I've been exploring it and kind of learning what is where and when. I know I could just look that up because it's up on the wiki, but it's arguably more fun to figure that out on your own. But yeah, this map is quite large. And I did go ahead and hit every single one of the outposts, which you just saw me fast travel from one outpost to the next. I can fast travel to any outpost from anywhere, as long as I've unlocked it. I've also gone through and I've unlocked each of these lookout points, which you see there's the dark areas on the map that's still in the fog of war. I don't know a better term to use for that. But each of these opens up a smallish area that you can see what points of interest are there. See, it doesn't tell you what point of interest is there. It just tells you that there is one, unless it's an outpost, in which case you can just not jump straight to it. You can drive to it or walk to it to go unlock it. But the more you unlock, the easier it is to travel around the map and all that. You know what, let's go check this place out. I haven't been here in a while, and lakes, ponds, whatever, are amazing for finding critters out there, eating, drinking, whatever. Let's see. I wanted to go over some of the equipment that I'm using because there are a few things that are definitely worth it, and I wanted to also share some of the things you can get. So right now, I am running the 7mm Regent Magnum, which is vanilla game, something you unlock. I'm running the Ranger 243, which is the rifle you start out with, and the 22. The 22 right here, it's just, I don't go anywhere without it. It's too handy. And I'll let you know why. So each of these weapons is good for a certain range of critter. And you don't really see that on the gun itself, you just see stats about the gun. So you've got to go down to the ammo to see what it's good for. So for the 22, the recommended class is class 1, and that's usually stuff like rabbits, turkey, geese, ducks, stuff like that. Very small stuff. The 243, and if you have an option to go polymer tip or soft point, always go polymer tip. They have better penetration, and this game absolutely rewards penetration more than literally anything else. And it's good for classes 2 to 6. So that'll let me get stuff like foxes, small deer, boar, wolves, and other small deer that are slightly larger. Oh, and then we've got the 7mm round, which is good for 4 to 9. You get to see the effective ranges, penetration, the expansion, all that stuff. But essentially what 4 to 9 means is there's not anything out there I can't shoot with it on the big side. And it's also got quite a bit of range on the low side too. So it is by far my favorite gun. It's got, I think, the widest range. So anyways, let's go back to the store and take a look at what attachments are available for a gun. So we'll use a 7mm as an example. I'll grab a couple of more polymer tip rounds for my 7mm because I go through those fairly quickly. Usually one shot, one kill, but yeah, you kill a bunch of stuff, you still go through a lot of ammo. So the things that I've got for it is the 1:4 times zoom rifle scope, which is great for most things. I've got the night vision rifle scope, which I don't ever use. I've got the 4:8. The 4:8 times zoom scope is great for anything up to like 300 meters. And most of the rest of the stuff I don't use. I haven't even bought the 8:16 times zoom because that's massive overkill. Okay, for some of the other stuff that we've got available, and I guess probably more important, we've got stuff like lures. So each of these lures is good for a different thing. Uh, Over here on the brand new map, I don't need any of the predator stuff because there just aren't any. I need the red deer collar and I need the turkey collar. So, taking a look at it, we've got the antler rattler, which is good for a wide variety of species. Same for the deer collar. All of those are listed in the affected species range. You've also got your duration, so how often you have to use it to keep that call active. And then you've got the attraction strength, which there's really no way to change that as far as I know. I've got my character. I'm using a very basic, came with the game skin and everything. And then ATVs. They've opened that up to everybody. They drive horribly, but they are by far the fastest way to get anywhere. Let's see. What else did I want to show? I wanted to show my inventory because it is a little confusing the first time around. When you get something, you have to drag it over to a slot. Once you get something drug into the slot, you have to drag the ammo over, and then you have to drag the sight that you want over. I've got my assortment of lures. Let's see. I've got the antler rattler, the deer bleat, the wild boar. We want the red deer collar, and another one of my normal things to carry with me is my tent, because the tent is a portable fast travel point. Drop that down, you can fast travel back to where you were. I also want to take a quick look at my skills, because I've hit level 30. I'm nowhere near the top, but I'm far enough in that I've got kind of clues to what I want to do. You've got the stalker skills, which help you stalk. You not read up. You read the tracks and signs of critters in ways that give you more information. Like I know relative herd size and relative size of the critter and stuff like that. But down here, the ambusher, like there's spotting knowledge, relative health, which is really handy, and by far the most useful thing I've gotten so far is sight spotting, so that we've got a spotting scope so we can spot animals. But it's really nice to be able to be looking down your scope and respot a critter. Down here on the perks, I've picked up basically all of the rifle perks because I really wanted zeroing. Zeroing is a huge deal, especially at range. And then I've picked up a few things from handgun, like being able to reload while moving, and then zeroing for your what you call it? Wait, no. There we go. I wasn't quite on the handguns. Sprint and load lets me reload while sprinting, which is kind of a big deal. Oh, see that? Those things on the screen tell me an animal is calling. So I can follow up on that and track something down, which is really handy. I could also cause them to call by using my call. Just use your lure and they'll show up. So important things to note as we're moving around. Down at the bottom right of the screen, you can see that I've got a heart that should beat if I run. That lets me know how much my aim will be off should I draw my weapon right now. I've got that circle. That circle, watch it go down. It's gone down to half a circle. So that is your visibility. So if I'm moving and I'm normally half a circle, then I'm even more visible because I'm moving, right? And then you see right beside that, you've got that speaker symbol. That's how audible I am. So, yeah. And I know it's kind of dark, but we're going to look around for a second and see if we... Oh, there we go. There is a red deer. It is 345 meters away. So I can bring out my 7mm, because if I go back and I spot it again... Yeah, reflex. It is a class 6. That's that green number. And I get a little bit more information about it, you know, saying that it's 100% health, it's drinking, it's calm, how heavy it is, and how difficult it is to sneak up on. So if I pull this out, you can see down at the bottom right, I'm currently 0 to 150 meters. I can 0 down to 75, or I can 0 up to 300. Now, there is still going to be some drop for sure. Oh, how do I want to hit this? That guy is huge. I've also picked up some perks that let me hold my breath a bit more steady. Oh, he didn't go down. So I got to reload. Take a look and see if I can spot him again. Oh, he just went down. Nice. He just died. Okay, so back to the map. Oh, where does... Okay, so you may have been wondering what these purple splotches are. Those purple splotches are where something was shot hard enough to die. We don't have that one over here, but we've got this spot where we spotted it. So we can go there and look that back up, like place a waypoint and go check it out. This is also how you range things if you don't yet have the rangefinder. I'm very happy to have the rangefinder. It makes a lot of things a lot easier. But if you look down to the bottom right where my mouse is, I can see that it's 364 meters away. So I probably did not hit where I wanted to hit, which is totally understandable. But now I know where to go to look for him again. Also, the lights, it is dark, but the lights make the tracks visible at night, and they also don't spook the animals somehow. It also ruins your night vision. I could have swore I saw him go down. But usually that'll pop up when that little hunting pressure thing will pop up when you get vital organ hit or something else that would cause the animal to die. What in the world was that? I did not get there quick enough to investigate the animal sound, but I would bet that's like a Sika deer warning call or something. But yeah, this is definitely not recommended, but for the purposes of the episode, I'm going to drive over there and see if I can spot him and track him down. I'm going to request my ATV. Hop on. Kick the lights on, scare all the animals. Yeah, the reason to not use this ATV is that it is absolutely freakishly loud. Like, every animal that was anywhere near this pond is now gone as soon as they heard that start up. They probably, you know, threw out their warning call and then ran away as fast as they could.
Evidence you're not alone out there. Coupling, eh?
Yeah, I'm using keyboard and mouse for this, so expect the controls to be ever so jerky. It is definitely fastest to drive along roads to get to where you want to go, but a lot of times there's not a road to where you want to go. But yeah, it's nice. I like this game because it is so casual. I mean, you can get super serious about it. You really can. But you don't really have to. Okay, so there's the blue. The blue means you're tracking. That's what you spotted. So you can spot something before you shoot it. There we go. Bleed rate medium, 50 to 75. So I took out at least a quarter of his health in that one shot, right? Regular tracks of stuff that you haven't spotted or you haven't started tracking are going to be white. Oh, yeah, 25 to 50. There he is. I saw him go down. I don't know why there's the hunting pressure. I don't know why that didn't show up, but it didn't show up. But yeah, that's kind of neat. I was pretty sure we got him. Okay, so this is a gold. We used the proper animal. We shot it 2 times or less. The trophy organs, which are the antlers, are intact, and hit 1 vital organ or more. That's going to net us 1,493 cash. And this is what the dude looked like when we hit him. And we hit him right about where I thought I would. We are just to the right of the spine. I admit to hit the spine. I think that was pretty good. But yeah, we got that. And to continue on, I would look up stuff like these need zones, which you get by spotting animals while they're using it. So red deer show up here between 1830 and 2100. So if there's more than one, they're gonna continue to show up. So an interesting note about this hunting pressure is if you've got more than 4 kills, or 4 or more kills, next to a need zone, the need zone will disappear. It's very, 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 very important. If you use one of these, if you use one of the stands that you can get, I've got the tripods DLC, so I can, set down a tripod whenever I want, wherever I want, as long as I've put it into my inventory. I can also use the tree stands, because those came in that same DLC. They're both super duper handy. I've got some ground blinds and a whole bunch of other stuff. I went nuts, so I bought all the DLC. But if you don't have the DLC, you do still have some blinds available. And you've also got these. So you see that weird green icon? Yeah, that weird green icon is a stand that I can assemble in the map at a high traffic area. So the devs have gone through and placed these in what they expect to be high traffic areas, and you can set them up. They're usually cost prohibitive. So to buy a new tree stand or tripod stand, it's like 16,000. And this is like, not 16,000, 1,600, and this is 2,100. So yeah. It's definitely not worth it to buy those if you have bought the DLC. Now, if you don't go through and you buy all the DLC like I did, you can still join multiplayer sessions. There are a lot of people just hosting public lobbies that you can just go hop into a DLC map. And yes, if you only have the base game, you can hop into a DLC map if someone else is hosting. So I think that covers most of it. Yeah, that should be basically all you need to know about the Hunter if you want to take a look at it and get started. If you like this, let me know, and I'll make some more videos centered around the Hunter, because like I said, it is something that I've spent way too much time in lately. I've been having a blast, and that's the kind of thing that I like to share on the channel. But yeah. Well, it looks like that's going to do it for us today, guys. I wanted to say thank you for hanging around this long. If you did and you haven't already hit subscribe, please do. Just so you don't miss out on any of the other cool stuff coming on down the road. If you'd like to hang out with us, please hit us up on Discord. Link is in the About section on the channel, or you can go to discord.wonsnot.com, and I will see you guys in the next one.